first down. Bradley. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Bradley to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it a second down. From the gun, Bradley. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Bradley. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And that's complete. It's Sims. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Geis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Sims. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, this is Geis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Griffin. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Griffin. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bradley. Going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Stephon Diggs, 88 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action with Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake. Bradley rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. It got his man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 49 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Bradley being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun. Bradley steps away to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down at the 28. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the...
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
To throw is RG3. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Play action. It's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's a loss of 3. A rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. On second down, here's Griffin. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They go play action. Griffin steps away. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the shotgun, Griffin. A dump underneath to Jones. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From From the gun, Griffin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bradley. Open man is Uzama. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Bradley. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing again, Bradley. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on first down. Bradley. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We got 3.
spins away. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is caught. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken the 5-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Griffin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Play action. Bradley. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air on 2nd down. Bradley, flush to his right. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
I'm starting your team. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Griffin going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Griffin. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Griffin to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Griffin. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive. Bradley.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To throw on second down, Bradley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Bradley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Griffin. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now Griffin on first down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Griffin. Buying time to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 3rd and 1, Griffin. Going right side here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 1st down, Bradley escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bradley. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bradley eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bradley. He dumps it off to Barkley. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun on third down. Bradley to Barkley on the check down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Hauschka now to kick.